Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Steelers' victory tonight, 34 to 11 in the week 16. And with this victory, the Steelers won the eighth victory of the season and keep alive the hope to enter to the playoffs. Where today the Steelers played his best football in all the season. This was the best game played, especially in the 70 in the second quarter where they play a very great offense and a very great defense. Where Mason Rudolph was starting quarterback, and he played a tremendous play game where he threw for two touchdowns, and George Pickens was the MVP of the game where he scored two touchdowns. The Steelers offense show another phase. They play a tremendous football and they keep alive the the hopes to enter the playoffs of the game. The Steelers play a tremendous game. They score in the four quarters of the game, where in the first quarter they score a touchdown, where in the first drive from the Steelers, George Pickens scored a touchdown, 86 touchdown yards, and the Steelers were leading 7-0. In the second quarter, the Steelers play a tremendous offense where they scored two touchdowns and one field goal where the Steelers were scored 70 points and they were leading 24-0, and the game was over in that moment. In the third quarter is when the Steelers more battle and the Cincinnati Bengals played its best football, where they scored 11 points in the first drive of the second half. The Cincinnati Bengals scored a touchdown, drive of 80 no they scored a 80 yards touchdown, and they made a two points conversion. But in the Steelers first drive, in the next first drive of the second half, the Steelers scored a touchdown, and in that moment the Steelers were leading 31 to 8, and the game was over. And in the third quarter, the Cincinnati Bengals scored a field goal. Sorry, and the game was 31-11 in the end of the third quarter, and the game was over in the last quarter, where the Steelers scored another 3 points, a field goal, and they won the game 34-11. And with this victory, about the statistics, the Steelers, I told you, played his best football in all the season, in both sides of the ball, in the offense, in the defense, especially in the offense, because this is the best game the Steelers have had since Ben Roethlisberger retired 2 years ago. The total yards that the Steelers had were 397 yards, 284 by pass, and 113 by run. They made a very great game where the Steelers allowed 268 yards and just 59 by running. This was amazing performance from the defense and the offense. And the Steelers, the big difference here was that the Steelers had 3 interceptions, and they scored points after they did this 3 interceptions. And about the individual statistics, the Mason Rudolph, that played for first time since 3 or 4 years ago, he had a tremendous game. He threw for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Najee Harris and Calvin Austin scored each one a touchdown, and George Pickens was the MVP of the game because he caught 195 yards, but he had 195 yards in 4 catches, and he scored 2 touchdowns. He made a tremendous performance. He was very criticized in the week, but he showed that with this game that he's a tremendous player. And in the defense side, the Eric Rowe made a interception. Miles Jack had one sack. TJ Watt had another sack. In this moment, he has 17 sacks, and he's the leader of the NFL. Patrick Pearson had another interception, and Alex Highsmith had another interception. And in the special team, Chris Bowell, our kicker, made 2 field goals, one from 50 yards, and the Steelers have a tremendous performance in all the sides of the ball, in the offense, defense, and special teams. And with this, they hope to enter to the playoffs. The door is still open. This is very difficult to enter because they need to win the last 2 games and hope some combination. But the good news is the Steelers could 3 consecutive losses, and they won for first time. after 3 games. So, who I told you was next. The Steelers, who I told you, they cut 3 consecutive losses. The last time that they won was against the Bengals. Remember that they played 4 weeks ago in the week 12 in the Thanksgiving weekend, where they defeated 16-10. So they won this 3-0, and they lost the three later games against the Cardinals, Patriots, and Colts. So what's next? With this victory, the Steelers have a record 8-7. In this moment, they are in the out of the playoffs. In this moment, they are in the 3rd place in the AFC North, and tomorrow we'll have some games. Let's see if the combination that the Steelers needs happen, so they can have possibilities to enter to the playoffs. So what's next? The Steelers. Wait a minute. The Steelers, the next game will be the next week, the next weekend. They will play again after 2 games playing in Saturday. They will play the next Sunday, December 31st, the last day of the year, and the second shift of the schedule. And 6:05 Eastern time, they will travel to Seattle Seahawks, where they will play the Seahawks. In this moment, the Seattle Seahawks will play tomorrow against the Tennessee Titans and Nashville, Tennessee, and on the first shift at 30 p.m. Eastern time. In this moment, the Seattle Seahawks are in the 3rd place in the NFC West with a record 7-7, and they are trying to enter to the playoffs. So in this moment, the Seahawks are trying to enter the playoffs. In this moment, the Steelers are in the bubble in the 9th place, so they need the Bills loss. In this moment, the Bills are recording this podcast, they are winning this game. This video, they're winning this game. They were losing 10-0, but they scored 2 touchdowns without answer. So the Steelers, they did their job. They need to wait that the Bills, Texas, and Colts, Browns, I don't know, the Browns lost tomorrow. The Steelers will have more possibilities to enter to the playoffs. It looks difficult, but they did their job. So I know that the Steelers aren't going to qualify to the playoffs because it's very difficult, but they may need to have a great day, because I haven't seen this team play a very great football in all the sides of the ball since a long time ago. So here's one more opinion about what happened today. Was the Steelers defeated 34-11 the Bengals in the week 16. The Steelers cut 3 consecutive losses. They won the game of the season, and they played its best game in years. See you next video. Gibran.